G'day folks, welcome to an OCC Daily Queensland Weather App where we take a look at the major weather points for Queensland during the wet season on a daily basis. This update brought to you by a major sponsor, townsvillesheds.com. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed-safe accredited shed. Alright, this morning we've got a lot of convergence going on around the Cooktown coastline. That's starting to push away offshore. We've got a low pressure system to the near east of Willis Island tracking away from the coast and deepening. We've got significant rainfall associated with the monsoon trough and monsoon flow across the northern Cape York Peninsula and up into the Torres Strait. Across the south, we've got a weak trough system pushing through the southern inland. That's going to create some showers and storms this afternoon, this evening. Till 9 o'clock this morning, thanks to the Bureau of Meteorology for the weather stats, we can see that most of our heaviest rainfall has been around the Mossman to Cooktown coastline. Mossman 113 millimetres there. We've had Cape Flattery 115, Palmerville inland of the coastline 144 millimetres topping the state. Further southwards, we saw some heavy rainfall around the Atherton Tablelands as well, and we've seen some heavy shower and thunderstorm activity across the Cape York Peninsula region and up into the Torres Strait. The low off Willis Island is expected to move in an east to southeasterly direction as it pushes towards New Caledonia. We can see that it may develop slightly in the period and may even develop into a tropical cyclone, although it's not set in stone that it will do that. As we progress into the weekend early next week, we're watching for a low in the northern Coral Sea to come back towards the Queensland coastline. This is a different low, it's not there yet. And there's also another low to the north of the Northern Territory. So we're looking at the possibility of multiple circulations forming along the monsoon trough as we go into the weekend early next week. We'll let you know if any of those start to look interesting. Otherwise, if you don't want to wait and want to hear our thoughts on that now, head over to join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au and check out our subscription options where we do a lot more speculating and theorising and talking about the future in a lot more detail. Now, back on today's winds, you can see some gusty winds around southwest Queensland, also some gusty winds across central and northeastern Queensland on the south side of that deep tropical low to the east of Willis Island. We've also got a secondary circulation up around the Cape that's going to be tracking northwards, and the monsoon flow here is quite strong as well, with gusty winds up to 25 to 30 knots in the northern parts of Cape York Peninsula. So there's a lot of areas boating-wise you'd want to be avoiding today if you're a boatie. Southeast Queensland appears to be one of the lighter wind areas today. So clearly the focus of attention needs to be on Cape York Peninsula. We've got widespread showers and thunderstorm activity here with the possibility of gusty, squally activity, and damaging wind gusts could be also a possibility with some of the convective activity that does occur in that area. Outside of that, we've got some showers and storms also across the southern inland parts of the state, some very isolated showers around the Mackay, Whitsundays, Herbert, Burdick and North Tropical Coast Tablelands region in the afternoon as the sun comes out, with some very weak convective development there, very shallow convective development. We can see a bit of a line of showers and possible thunderstorms tracking eastwards across the southeastern interior, pushing out towards the southeast coast in a decaying format and then interacting with a south to southeast flow overnight. So showers expected overnight tonight into early tomorrow across the southeast corner and then extending back towards the inland areas tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow we're expecting to see a lot of shower and storm activity in the Cape again, particularly focused in the northern Cape. Between now and when we talk again tomorrow, we can see significant rainfall expected in the northern Cape York Peninsula. Falls up to 100 millimetres are possible in pockets of the coastline and through the Torres Strait Islands in this northwesterly monsoonal flow. Further southwards, scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms across the southern central interior, maybe pushing up towards the northwestern interior, albeit a little bit more shallow in that area. Isolated convection, not much in the way of significant rainfall in the eastern section. And these little shower storms and the storm line interacting, decaying storm line interacting with the southerly southeasterlies around southeast Queensland could enhance their rainfall overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Don't forget to check out our subscription service at join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au if you'd like any more details on any of the stuff we talked about today. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.